Hi everyone, my name is Neil Pujara and in today's video I'm going to show you how to get that perfect base. Today's video will be a little more in depth. It will have a lot of tips and tricks and how to go about to achieve that flawless face. It's a little theoretical, so please keep watching if you really want to know how to correct your imperfections, neutralize them to get a nice, clean, perfect base. Right now, I look extremely plain and extremely bland for some reason. That's because I've already done my base. I'm going to show you how to get that flawless base so that you can do it yourself and go to any event or occasion when the lockdown lifts. To achieve that flawless base, I think it's important to know what suits your skin tone, your skin shade and skin type. So please keep on watching. Let's get on with the video and let's see how to get that perfect face. This is my bare face, so it looks like I have no makeup on right now. I would just like to tell you what each color corrector does. First question is, which color corrector should you use? It's very simple. First you need to detect your problem areas. So if you have too much redness on your skin, that is if your pimples or the acne that you get cause redness on your face, or if you are naturally just, some people have like a very flushed skin, it turns red by the slightest of probably touching or pinching. If that's the case, then you should be using a green color corrector. It's very simple. Green cancels redness. So you can buy the LA Girl green color corrector if you want. It's pretty reasonable and you can use that. And the most important color corrector that I'm going to talk about is the orange color corrector, which is used the most. I have some scars. I don't have active acne. I have scars that are left behind because of the acne that I had. I also have dark circles because of quarantine and lockdown. My sleep cycle is pretty messed up. And also if you have any sort of discoloration. So our face is divided into 4 different colors. Your forehead is a different color, the area around your eyes are a different color, the color around your mouth is a different color, and your neck is a different color. So these are the areas that could have some sort of discoloration that might not have the same shade as the rest of your face. So these are the areas that you need to correct with an orange color corrector. Today I'm just going to work with liquid color correctors or concealers or foundation. I will be talking about cream color correctors in a different video because the steps in a cream color corrector are different from that of a liquid one. I already moisturized and primed my face. I'm going to start with the Maybelline Fit concealer, which is slightly darker for me and it also is slightly orange for me. I bought this with the intention of using as a liquid color corrector because it was on sale. It was for 300 bucks and I thought it's a good opportunity and I absolutely love this concealer. I'm just going to start using it on my targeted areas. My problem areas would be my really dark acne scars, my dark circles and some discoloration around the mouth. So I'm just going to apply the concealer in really small quantities. The next step would be to use a fluffy brush and you need to place the color corrector. You don't have to blend it. If you try to blend it too much, it will disappear. Purpose of a color corrector is so that it creates a layer so to neutralize the shade of the foundation that will go on top of it. So you need to make sure that you don't keep on blending it completely. Just place it in place. As you can see, I'm using a soft patting motion to just place the color corrector on my skin. As you can see, after the orange color corrector has been placed, this is what it looks like. That I have placed my color corrector in place, the next step is to go on with your foundation. Now always remember that even if you use green or if you use purple, I don't think a lot of people use purple color corrector. At least I have never on my clients as a professional makeup artist so far. So I don't own it, but any color corrector has the same procedure. Even if you wish to use green and orange, you need to sit down and think which area needs which color corrector. So assuming that you have red acne, you have active acne that causes redness, you apply green there, but you also have dark circles and discoloration. So you use an orange color corrector, and which shade of orange color corrector do you have to use on which skin shade. Because the same color corrector won't do the same thing as it does for another skin shade. So the concept of color correction is extremely simple, and that is that if you have fair skin, you need to take the lightest shade of orange. If you have darker skin, then you need to take the darkest shade of orange. It's as simple as that. So if you're extremely fair, you will probably need a peachy orange color corrector to correct your darkness. If you are darker, if your skin tone is on the dark side, then you need to use a really deep orange color corrector, like a deep orange like this, like my top. That's the type of color corrector that you require. A lot of people I have seen use color corrector unnecessarily. You don't need to use color corrector unnecessarily. This is only for correcting stuff. It's not just to apply all over your face. I have seen people use a lot of orange color corrector and turn their entire face orange, and it's just not necessary. Don't waste your money, don't waste the product, don't use it unless it's absolutely necessary. In case you have some sort of darkness just in the inner corner of your eye, which a lot of people face, then what you can do is that you can take a concealer that's 2 shades darker than your foundation and apply it to color correct. You don't need to buy color correctors separately for that. So that's a cool trick that you can probably apply if you need. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation, which I think everyone knows about. I'm in the shade 230 to pat it down. And now I'm just going to use it on my face. Now here's another trick. If you are someone who just has a little bit of discoloration, you don't have acne scars or active acne, then you can use a circular motion for your base. That way it gives your skin a natural base instead of like a heavy foundation layer. But if you're someone like me who needs that extra coverage, then you need to use a patting motion to place the product in its place. So not applying too much foundation in my under eyes, because we are going to conceal it. Also, whenever you put foundation, make sure you are going into your hairline and also on your ears, because you don't want your ears to look a different shade than the rest of your face. I'm using one shade lighter than my skin tone for the concealer, the shade Sand, instead of the usual triangle that a lot of people make. I'm just going to pop some here where usually there's a lot of darkness, and here, because I want to lift my eyes. Again, I'm just going to pop some in my inner corner where the darkness of your dark circle is the most, and then that's it. You can go and do this and this and this. I don't particularly like this. Again, using a fluffy brush, I'm just going to place the color. So because you want the darkness to be cancelled, you will not blend it too much. If you want to, then you can just take it upwards or blend it over your lid. Just place it there. Then you will come here and try to blend this out. Now even this has to be blended in its place. You just blend the two when all of the product on either corners has been blended. And then you just apply the recipe on your lid. It will also act as an eyeshadow base. As you can see the difference of this eye, there's no darkness, and of this eye there's darkness. So we'll go ahead and blend this as well. Concealer is blended out and you can see how my face looks now. Now when you have a situation where a spot like this that is so dark is still not hidden, take your concealer or your foundation. You can just take a brush, just take a little bit, and just do spot concealing. Spot concealing is when even after applying the foundation some scars peek through, then you just target the areas with some concealer. So this is what my color corrected base looks like. If you saw me at the beginning of this part of the video, you'll notice a huge difference in how my base looks like. It doesn't look too cakey. If I come up close, it looks very much skin-like. Even if I step out like this, is the base that you need, on which you'll go ahead and contour your face, add some blush, add some highlight, and then it'll look nice and warm, and there will be some depth. Important step of your base is to set the product in its place. So I'm going to use the PAC or PAC, whatever you wish to call it, PAC translucent powder in the shade TL09. And now I'm just going to place it wherever I used my concealer. Remember to place the powder, and don't forget difficult corners like around your nose and around your mouth, because that's where you sweat the most and the foundation starts breaking. Yes, I'm going to use a big fluffy brush, coat it the excess in my hand. I'm going to rub it all over my face. This is my in-depth base tutorial. It's more about how to color correct stuff. If you don't have any sort of imperfections, then you can directly skip to the foundation routine. You can use the concealer and set it with the powder. Then you can go ahead with contouring, but this is for people who have a lot of pigmentation, a lot of scars, acne, redness, and you wish to conceal it. Then you can use these tips. Remember, you can use the corrector, any colored corrector, the same way I use the orange corrector, and conceal and correct whatever areas that you feel need to be corrected. The final look looks like this. This is my guide to a simple flawless base. The steps are quite simple if you keep practicing them. If you like this video, then please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Also let me know if you have any more suggestions. Thank you so much for watching.